Samuel Scott, the kid who runs the video live stream for the Healdsburg Prune Packers. It is my honor to greet you to the stream on this warm day. It is currently about 80 degrees here at Rec Park, where the Prune Packers will be once again playing the West Coast Kings, who beat the Prune Packers 7-4 yesterday here at Rec Park. Before I hand off to our sportscaster, Michael Barabot, I would like to once again thank all of our lovely sponsors, our host families that house our players when they are here from wherever they may be in the United States, whether that be the Hawaiian Islands, Alaska, Kansas, wherever they're from, that they house them here in California during the season. Thank you very much to them, and to the interns that keep this place running. As always, I would like to note that the stream is constantly improving. If you have any questions, comments, questions or concerns, please leave them in the YouTube chat room, and I will answer them as I am able to. I am handing sportscasting to Michael now. Thank you, and enjoy the ball game.
In a day and age where young pitchers are trying to throw 95, it just goes to show that, like, you know, if you can feather the break and change speeds, you know, like there's a lot of ways to get a hitter out, and change the speeds is certainly one of them. And they did a really good job of that, man. I mean, in fact, there was a few text messages that I got for some coaches, you know, looking to fulfill their rosters, and it was, you know, they were tough because they attacked in the zone, and there were a lot of guys on their team that were, throwing strikes to our lineup is sometimes a hard thing to do. But hats off to them when they did it, and they changed speeds right at the right time. And essentially, you know, I don't know, you know, if like it's the term is keeping us off balance or things like that, but they got us out. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the thing. They got us out for a lot of innings, and with the potential that this offense does have, you know, with just the talent of these boys, a tip of the cap goes to those young men that took the mound for the other team.
Early on in the game, you guys were really struggling to get base runners, and then sort of in the late innings, from the 7th inning on, you guys were able to get on base, but not really to be able to bring guys around. Is that just kind of a lack of situational hitting, or credit to the Kings pitching?
Both. Yeah. Both. Yeah, absolutely. Both, you know, which is why, you know, kind of before the game, candidly, you know, the kiss of death is like a winning streak. You know, the only way you can mess it up is breaking it, you know, and the idea behind that is, you know, I mean, it's not like we didn't play well. It's that the West Coast Kings played better, you know, and that's the beauty of baseball, right? You know, like you play this day, you know, for that kid to hit that grand slam, you know, I mean, what a moment individually for some of the guys in the other team. But, you know, like I say, you know, the Kings were only able to celebrate that win for a couple hours, because you turn it around the next day, and hopefully we have a motivated group today.
Well, what does it speak to resiliency on your side? Because, you know, that kid hits the grand slam at 7-3. You guys come right back, load the bases, score a run, bring the winning run up to the play. I mean, These guys didn't go down easily.
No, they didn't. I did talk about that after. You know, we're not going to win them all, and it wasn't really a red-faced speech down the left field line. You know, it was like, you know, in baseball, unlike, you know, maybe football or basketball, you know, like just because you're physically more gifted doesn't exactly constitute the touchdown or the dunk or the win in baseball. You know, like, we got to do our job, you know. So after being, you know, almost a dagger in the coffin, or however that phrase goes, for us to load the bases, score a run, and get the winning guy to the plate did show some resiliency, like you said. But it was still the same message today. We got to come out, and we you know, you got to play 9 innings. And for the ones that think that playing 9 innings is cliche, they haven't been around the game long enough to go, the last 3 outs were the toughest ones to get, you know. But anyway, I look forward to seeing this group today.
You had told me before the game yesterday that you had sensed some complacency, and you said you had a good batting practice. Do you think that maybe came back into play a little bit throughout the game?
You know, sometimes head coaches, you know, it's not like we got a crystal ball. You could just sense the change in the wind, you know, and I was wondering if you were going to ask me that, you know, because literally I did sense, like, just I want guys to have the swagger, the show up to win. But it's sort of when that swagger turns into just a little bit of entitlement.
We'll have the rest of our interview with Joey Gomes for tonight's game after this top half of the first inning, as leadoff man Jake Simons will step in for the West Coast Kings. Facing Tyler Stasiowski working from the stretch. The first pitch of the ball game is on the inside corner for a called strike, 0-1, and we are underway at 6:01 p.m. 81 degrees, the game time temperature from Healdsburg. 0-1 pitch chopped down the left field line, foul. And it counts quickly now, 0-2 on Simons. Simons was 0 for 3 last night, walked a couple times, scored a run. Simons right-handed hitter. Actually struck out in the first inning, but reached base on a wild pitch and scored. And he takes the 0-2 pitch in the dirt, picked by Schussler behind the plate, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes the count, just underway. Pitch chop foul at the plate. Count stays 1-2. Final game of this quick 2-game set. Kings taking last night's game 7-4 in extra innings. Packers at the winning run at the plate in the 10th as that ball is low and outside. Gets by Schussler behind the plate to the backstop. Counting was up at 2-2. Josh Rigo, the grand slam in the top of the 10th. Was the dagger. Stasiowski's 2-2 pitch on the way. Just missed. Maybe a bit high and maybe a little bit outside as well. So count runs full 3-2 to start the ball game. And the 3-2 pitch on the way, up and away, ball 4. So Simons works a leadoff walk, and he's on base to start the ball game. Simons on first to lead the ball game off. That brings up Thomas Gold. And a breaking ball right there, called strike 1. Gold did not get into last night's game. Oh, 1 chop foul at the play. Maybe have gotten a piece of Gold. So counts quickly 0-2, and the count was 0-2 on Simons, and he ended up coming back to work a walk. Stasiowski's going to look for that put-away pitch right here on 0-2. Gold is out of Santa Clara University. Just like our old friend Jason DiCocchio, who actually went yard today with the Boise Hawks. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. Runner goes, but it's fouled away right side out of play. So Simons will have to retrieve back to first. Count stays 0-2. Solano Mudcats, Lincoln Potters are going to get underway at 7:05 at McBean Stadium. Stasiowski set at the belt, checks the runner first couple times, and deals the 0-2. Upstairs, back pick by Schussler to first, not in time. Getting a foot back is Simons. 1-2 the count. Prune Packers trying to start a new win streak. They had their 11-game win streak snapped last night. Dropped to 13-2 on the season. Runner goes again. Pitch is fouled away again, right side. Count stays 1-2. Two more games on this homestand. Tomorrow the Lincoln Potters will come to town. That'll be a noontime start. And then Tuesday, the first of 4, the Walnut Creek Crawdads. 2 home, 2 on the road. And the 1-2 pitch right there on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. Gold down looking for out number 1. I'll bring in Brendan O'Sullivan. He was 0 for 3 last night. He was hit by a pitch and scored in that 10th inning, and he takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Runner on first, 1 out. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. Right there, called strike 2. Kings jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the first last night. I was on an RBI single by Josh Rigo. He had 5 RBIs last night. He was thrown out trying to stretch that RBI single into a double. That ended the first, but the run scored. The runner goes again. Pitch is fouled away once again. Looks like the Kings may be trying to execute a hit and run, but are 0 for 3 so far. 3 straight foul balls.
Jacob Wood. Jacob, good job, Jacob Wood.
Count's still 0-2. And they're making Stasiowski work here. 16 pitches and has retired 1 batter. 0-2 count. Runner goes once again. 0-2. Popped up. Right side. Target's going out into short right center field. He calls for, makes the catch, and getting back in time is Simons. 4 out, number 2. I'll bring up Patrick King. Keegan 1 for 4 last night. Scored a run. Also walked. Batting in the 4th spot tonight. He hit 6th last night. He takes a ball up high, ball 1. No score, top of the 1st from Rec Park. Runner on first for the Kings. And a throw over to first. Simons diving back in. Around the infield, it's Runyon, McMillan, Targich, and Montgomery. And in the outfield from left to right, Bost, Lopez, and Nager. And the 1-0 pitch upstairs, 2-0 the count. Schussler doing the catching. Stasiowski sets at the belt and deals the
I want guys to have the swagger, the show up to win, but it's sort of when that swagger turns into just a little bit of entitlement. That's when the coach starts to sense like the winds and the change kind of. And I don't know if that was the reason we lost last night. I don't know that, but I would hate to think I was right. Right. Yeah. To be candid, but want to put an EKG on them and have it just be the same heart rate. I don't want any more energy than they do put in on a daily basis, but I certainly don't want any less. I don't want these guys thinking that they have to hit 5-run home runs with nobody on, or think that the weight of the world is on their shoulders because they lost. But that kind of consistency starts with just a consistent heart rate. I try to convey to the guys, I go, what makes Major League Baseball players and closers and starting pitchers and RBI run producers kind of special is their heart rate doesn't change from an 0-0 count to a 2-0 count to an 0-2 count. And just because the scoreboard is a certain way doesn't mean you have to play, you know, a different way. You just continue doing your job, you know. So what I look for today is kind of the Healdsburg Prune Packers, you know, and these kids that come from these high level, you know, programs to come out here and just do their thing.
Joey, thank you.
Thank you.
First pitch to Jesse Lopez is taken for ball 1. Ryan Fleming, the starter for the West Coast Kings. Fleming out of Sacramento State University. The right-hander winds and deals the 1-0. Inside part of the plate, in there for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lopez was 0 for 4 last night. And he takes strike on the inside corner. 1-2 the count now. Lopez was hit by a pitch twice. Takes that pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Was hit by a pitch in the 7th and 9th innings. Lopez at 409, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs, and he takes outside and runs the count full of 3-2. It's a 409 batting average on the season. And the 3-2 pitch on the inside corner, strike 3 call. Lopez down looking. That's the same pitch that Fleming threw 3 straight times and got the call all 3 times. So Lopez goes down looking right on that inside part of the play. Lopez crowds the plate generally. But that ball hit the inside corner. So Lopez down on strikes. And that brings up Braden Runyon. And the first pitch of Runyon hits sharply down the third baseline. Foul. Counts 0-1. Runyon 2 for 5 last night, 3 RBIs. Over 3 of the 4 Packer runs as he chops it foul. Third base side in front of the Packer dugout. Counts quickly 0-2. Fleming pounding the zone early. 3 balls he threw to Lopez. 2 of them didn't miss by much. And the 0-2 pitch on the way to Braden Runyon is in the dirt, blocked nicely behind the plate by Sudgin. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. And the dirt again. Sudgin doing a nice job getting in front of it. 2-2. No score, bottom of the first from Rec Park. And the 2-2 pitch is on the way. Swung on, fouled away, right side, out of play. Count stays even at 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way. In there, strike 3 call. This time on the outside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts looking for Ryan Fleming. And that'll bring up Austin Bose. Bose 0 for 5 last night. Hitting just 111 to start the season. Only 2 games in. And the first pitch to Bose is low for ball 1. And the pitch on the inside corner, strike one. Count evens at 1-1 on the Prune Packer left fielder. 1-1 pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss. Counts quickly 1-2, excuse me. Fleming a strike away from striking out the side. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball in the dirt. Sudkin behind the plate. Doing a nice job staying in front of it. Count stays even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Pitch swing and a miss, strike 3. Ryan Fleming, very impressive first inning. Strikes out the side in order. And at the end of 1, no score from Rec Park here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Fastball throughout this at bat.
Gerald Laird is on deck for the Braves. And there's a ball hit out to right field. It's a base hit. Rounding third, Jordan Schaefer. Here's the play at the plate, and he's safe, and the Braves win it.
Fielder trying to drive the lead catcher today, and it's a fair ball. That'll do it down the right field line. Here comes Torrealba. Dexter Fowler delivers, and the Rockies win it. A 2-out, 10th inning rally.
But all he was going to do with that pitch was beat it into the ground someplace. A drive to right center. To the gap. Escobar scores. Mauer coming around. Play at the plate, not in time. And Domick delivers the game winner.
Top of the second from Rec Park. Tyler Stasiowski back out on the mound, and his first pitch to Matt Sudkin is chopped to short. Ian McMillan charges, throws to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting for Ventura College, DH number 37, Casey.
I'll bring up
Turrisi.
Casey Turrisi. Turrisi out of Ventura College. Turrisi, left-handed hitter, takes the first pitch inside, ball 1. Stasiowski working from the stretch. Deals a 1-0. Swung on, hit in the air, left field. Bose going back, still going back on the track to make the catch. Ball carried a little bit further than I think anyone anticipated, but Bose able to make the play. 2 quick outs to start the second. And that brings up Gavin Maloney. Maloney, left-handed hitter. And the first pitch, the breaking ball right there, called strike 1. Stasiowski hoping for a 1-2-3 second. And the pitch is swung on, fouled away to the left side over the Packer dugout. Now to play. It counts quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the second inning. No score from Rec Park. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball. Just missed outside. Went with the backdoor slider. Just missed. Maloney digging in. Shortening up just about an inch on the bat. The 1-2. There's pitch right there, outside corner. Strike 3 call. Went back to the fastball. and painted it beautifully. So 1-2-3, top of the second for Tyler Stasiowski. No runs, no hits, nobody left. And at the end of an inning and a half, no score from Rec Park here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
3 if it goes to that point.
And the pitch is inside and the ball game's over. Reddick walks with the bases loaded. Young trots home, and the A's win it 4-3 in 10 innings. Well, as it turns out, maybe the intentional walk.
That's right.
It probably hurt the pitcher as he ends up walking home.
Runners off first and second, 0-1. And Snyder, a base hit to right center field. Martin's going to get waved home. Here's the throw from Bruce. It's up the line. And the Pirates win the ball game. Travis Snyder with a walk-off winner. It's 5-4.
Fly ball right center field. That's going to get down. That's going to be a game winner. Ugla around third. Simmons wins the game in the 10th with a double. It's a 5-4 final.
Ryan Targets will lead things off. Bottom of the second inning from Rec Park. No score. 4, 5, and 6. Ryan Fleming struck out the side in the bottom of the first. Hoping to keep it rolling here. He won't as the first pitch is grounded to second. Gold Fields underhand flips to first in time for out number 1.
Now batting from the University of California, Berkeley, DH number 10, Cole Elvis.
I'll bring up Cole Elvis. He's DHing tonight. Elvis 1 for 4 last night. Walked. So Elvis stands in. And the first pitch on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike. 0-1. A little bit high, but capture the top of the zone. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. In the dirt. Picked behind the plate by Sudkin. 1-1 the count. Fleming working from the first base out of the rubber. Pitches swung on, hit up the middle. Gold, a couple steps to his right, throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. Start the second. Fair ground outs to Gold at second. That'll bring up Torrin Montgomery, the first baseman. Montgomery 2 for 5 last night, drove in a run. Fleming winds and deals the first pitch, a slider outside, ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch on the way, fastball dipped just below the zone. 2-0 the count. One-0 pitch on the way, inside. So 3-0 on Montgomery. Fleming, the first time, struggling to find the zone. And the 3-0. Misses upstairs, ball 4, so Montgomery walks. First base runner for the Prune Packers. And that'll bring up Kimball Schuessler. Schuessler wasn't in the lineup last night. But hitting 200 on the season, a homer, 3 RBIs. And now it's hit to the right side in the hole. Gold has a long run to his right, bobbles it in short right field, and everybody's safe. And the ball, throw back to second. It gets away from O'Sullivan at short into left center field. Going to third, Montgomery. Schuessler will hold at first. Gold, after bobbling the ball in short right field, tried to backpick Montgomery, who had taken a turn at second. He got back in time, but the throw got away from the shortstop O'Sullivan. And that allowed Montgomery to reach third. So all of a sudden, Go from 2 out and nobody on to 2 out and 2 on for Seth Nager. Nager came off the bench to pinch hit. Last night was 0 for 1, but also walked. First pitch up and away, ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch in there for a called strike. 1-1 the count. Montgomery on third. Schussler on first. The 1-1. Big swing to miss. Count goes 1-2 on Nager. Fleming looking to get out of danger. And the pitch. Slider in the dirt. Gets away from Suggen behind the plate. He can't find it. Montgomery scores. Schussler up to second on the wild pitch, and it's 1-0 Packers. So nice job by Montgomery getting a third on that errant throw by Gold. Proves to be costly for the Kings. One more runner out there. Schussler on second. 2-2 count on Seth Nager. The pitch. Inside. Count runs full 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Outside, ball 4. Nager works a walk. So after 2 quick outs, 3 straight base runners for the Packers. Now to bring up Ian McMillan. McMillan stands in. First pitch on the way. Big swing, the miss. Count 0-1 on McMillan. McMillan 2 for 5 last night. Scored a pair of runs. McMillan at .250 on the season. 2 home runs, 15 RBIs. Runners go. Pitches in the dirt. Throw to third. And it's wide of third. Sliding in safely is Schussler. Nager up to second on the double steal. The throw was to the left of the third base bag, and Keegren had to dive for it just to keep in front of him and lunge off the bag. So now 2 more runners in scoring position, and the 1-1 pitch on the way from Fleming. It's swung on, chopped left side. Keegren charging, fields it on a short hop, throws across the diamond to first in time to get McMillan by a step. But for the Packers, 1 run on 1 hit and 2 left. And at the end of 2 innings of play, 1-0 Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
The Phillies. There goes Gomez, and Bencourt lines one right center. Gomez on his way to third, and they're going to send him. Here comes a throw. Gomez is safe. The Brewers win.
Line drive toward left field. Pierre's on his way. It is gone! Wow! A grand slam walk-off home run for John Mayberry. How about that to finish up a ball game? Mayberry's homered for the second time, and the Phillies can celebrate. 7-3, the final score at 11.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming to Lombardozzi. And
Another fastball flying out to left. Baxter over, makes the catch, tagging at third. LaRoche, he heads on in with the winning run, and the Mets win it 3-2. After all those fastballs he fouled off, Lombardozzi able to put one in play, a sacrifice fly.
1-0 Packers, top of the third inning. Tyler Stasiewski back out on the mound and deals a first pitch strike. 0-1 the count. On Falcon Magana. And the first pitch dips below the zone. 1-1 the count. Magana didn't play last night. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Slider right there. 1-2 the count now. Robert Hipwell waits on deck. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Chopped at the plate. Count stays 1-2. Packers scoring on wild pitch. Torrin Montgomery scored from third. 1-2 pitch on the outside corner. Strike 3 call. Magana down looking. Out number 1.
Now batting from Santa Clara University, second baseman number 10, Thomas Gould.
Here is Hipwell. And the first pitch upstairs, ball 1 on Hipwell. Hipwell also didn't play last night. Hipwell out of Santa Clara University. He fouls this one back to the screen. Count evens up at 1-1. Stasiewski set at the belt and deals a 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, picked by Schussler. And the count goes to 1-2. Packers coming in 13-2, looking for win number 14 on the season. A slider right on the inside corner. Strike 3 call. Back-to-back strikeouts for Stasiewski. He gets Magana and Hipwell looking back-to-back. And then I bring up Jake Simons. And Simons takes outside, ball 1.
Simons.
Simons walked in the first and was stranded. And he takes up and away, 2-0. And the pitch in the dirt, 3-0 the count on Simons. Stasiewski back-to-back strikeouts to start this third. Now 3-0, and he deals a strike right down the heart of the plate, 3-1. Stasiewski's retired 9 in a row since leading, or giving up the walk to Simons to lead off the game. Hoping to keep that going here. The 3-1 misses upstairs, ball 4. So Simons walks for the second time tonight.
All right, now for Santa Clara University, second
Now bring up Thomas Gould.
Thomas Gould.
Gould struck out in the first. First pitch on the way, misses low and away. 1-0 the count. And the pitch chopped to third. Runyon on the backhand, takes a couple steps, throws across the diamond in time for the out to end the inning. No runs, no hits, one left. And at the end of 2.5 innings of play, 1-0 Packers on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Prune's going back, going to be over his head, and it is gone! Into the bullpen! A 3-run home run for Big Papi. The Red Sox win in spectacular fashion.
This ball hit high and deep left field. Did he do it? You bet! Nolan Arenado, a walk-off 9th inning home run, and the Rockies win it 10-9. He saved 3 on defense, and he just won it with his bat.
In the dirt, gets away. Here comes the winning run. For Anthony Bavaro.
That song means Jesse Lopez is standing in for the Prune Packers. He'll lead off the bottom of the 3rd inning. Top 3 in the order: Lopez, Runyon, and Boast. And the first pitch is hit in the air, left center field, hit well. Simon's going back, still going back, and it is going to go all the way to the wall on a couple of hops. Lopez rounding second on his way to third. He's going to make it to third easily with a stand-up triple. First pitch swinging, got the barrel on it, and drove it all the way to the 400-foot sign in left center field. So runner at third with nobody out for Braden Runyon, and the Kings are going to bring the infield in here. First pitch, fastball right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Runyon struck out looking in the first. Fleming actually struck out the side in the first inning. And he swings and lines it into the Packer dugout. 0-2 the count. Fleming working from the windup with the runner on third. Nobody out. Looking for the strikeout. Now time is called at the plate. Packers lead 1-0. Looking for more. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball hit sharply to short. O'Sullivan fields. Looks Lopez back to third. Throws to first in time for the first out. Runyon retired. And that'll bring up Austin Bose. Bose struck out in the first. As I mentioned, Fleming struck out the side in the first. Well, Fleming got a big out, getting Runyon to ground out. Corners stay up for the Kings. Middle infielders now play back. And the first pitch is in there for a called strike. 0-1 on Post. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball just missed inside. Count evens at 1-1. Started it at Boast and curved right into the inside part of the plate, but just missed the plate. That one's hit again to short. This will get a run home. O'Sullivan fields throws to first in time. That's an RBI ground out for Austin Boast, and that makes it 2-0.
And now batting from Texas A&M, second baseman number 16, Ryan Targich.
So Bose gets the RBI. Target steps in. Switch hitter batting left. And he takes a strike right down the middle. 0-1. Target's grounded out to Gold at second in the second. And he takes a pitch in the dirt. Count evens up at 1-1. And he swings and hits one in the air. Center field hit pretty well. Simon's going back, has a beat on it, and makes the catch to end the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, nobody left at the end of 3 innings of play. 2-0 Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Isn't running all that well. Here's the 0-1, and Ramirez lines one down. That's base hit, and in the score, Segura. The Brewers win. Aramis Ramirez with a game winner. The Brewers walk off for the second time on this homestand.
Base hit, the Blue Jays win it. Rajay Davis, a walk-off single with 2 outs in the 18th.
Well, they're jogging out to greet him. Usually they fly out of the dugout.
Off hard to the right side. You have Blanks, a big man at first, pushing a bunt. I don't know if that's in play anymore. Back up the middle, out through, base hit. Rockies will win it. Dexter Fowler comes through. 8-7 Colorado.
The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a base hit up the middle. The Royals will win it. 3-2 as Tejada scores from third. The Royals
are 2-0 Packers, top of the 4th from Rec Park. Tyler Stasiowski looking for a shutdown inning. We'll face Brendan O'Sullivan, 3-hitter for the Kings. Sullivan popped out to Targetch at second in the first. And the pitch on the way right there. Called strike 1 on the outside corner. Stasiowski worked from the stretch. The 0-1. Slider in there. Called strike 2. Two nothing Packers. That one hit in the air. Center field. Lopez moves back 1 step to make the catch for out number 1. And O'Sullivan carried the bat all the way down the first base line with him.
San Francisco, third base, number 39.
So 1 retired for Patrick Keegren. Keegren 0 for 1, flat out to Nager and right in the first. That ended the first inning. That one chopped left side. McMillan gets it on 1 hop, throws across the diamond. In time, Montgomery keeps his foot on the bag for out number 2. Nice play by Ian McMillan.
Catcher number 18, Matt Sudgren.
So 2 quick outs. That brings up Matt Sudgren, the catcher, grounded out to McMillan in the second. Ball took a very high hop. McMillan was able to grab it on that first hop, make the plays. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Slider drift out of the zone. And the 1-0 pitch on the way in the dirt. 2-0 the count. Lincoln Potter's coming to town back in CCL play next week as a slider right there. 2-1 the count. Then a 4-game series with the Walnut Creek Crawdads begins. Home games Tuesday and Thursday, road games Wednesday and Friday against the Crawdads, and another slider on the inside part of the plate this time in their first strike, 2-2. 2-2 pitch on the way. Slider hit in the air, left center field. Lopez has a beat on it, taking a couple steps to his right, makes a catch. And a 1-2-3 fourth inning for Tyler Stasiowski. And at the end of 3.5 innings of play, 2-0 Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
First.
1 ball, 1 strike. Davis a little bloop towards left field. It's going to fall in. Base hit. Here's Markakis. The Orioles win it. A lucky 13. 5-4 O's.
He hasn't even seen a batting practice pitch in hours.
Comes win. Julio Bourbon knocks in Starlin Castro, and they win it in the 14th.
Let the scrum begin. Julio Bourbon.
He came into the game when Donaldson came out. And that is going to be a base hit, and the A's win it. Fryman a walk-off against Mariano Rivera. The marathon comes to an end in the bottom of the 18th inning.
Deep to left. Back goes the left fielder. Walk-off winner. Jay Bruce the other way. Number 11. His 23rd career home run against Milwaukee. His 5th career walk-off. And a 4-3 Reds win.
Payoff pitch. Hit the first. Throw home. Slide. Safe. The Indians win it.
Cole Elvis swings at the first pitch of the inning and fouls it away left side. Out of play. Count is 0-1. Elvis, Montgomery, and Schussler are in the bottom of the 4th. That one's hit on the ground to short. O'Sullivan fields, throws to first in time for out number 1.
Batting next for University of Missouri, first baseman number 26, Torrin Montgomery.
That brings up Montgomery. He walked and scored in the second. Scored on that wild pitch. And a big swing and a miss at the first pitch by Montgomery. Count 0-1. Montgomery, tall right-handed hitter, facing the right-handed pitcher Fleming. And a breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 2 called. And the 0-2 pitch on the way, fastball up and away. Count goes to 1-2 on Torrin Montgomery. Fleming winds and deals the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fleming pulled the string with the changeup and gets Montgomery stringing. 2 are quickly retired in the 4th. Poor Kimball Schussler. Schussler singled in the second, was left stranded. And the first pitch on the way, swung and hit right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. Schussler 2 for 2. And first pitch swinging both times. And that'll bring up Seth Nager. Nager walked in the second, was left stranded. Fleming sets, deals the first pitch, and that's a strike right down the middle. 0-1 the count. And a big swing and a miss. Another off-speed pitch from Fleming. Counts quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Sudkin behind the plate. Strike 3, Seth Nager down on strikes. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And at the end of 4 innings of play, 2-0 Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
The game winner as Drew Stubbs. 5-5 game. Line drive, base hit, and the Braves win it 6-5.
Dude at third, Buck the tying run at second with 1 out.
And a long drive, deep right field, headed to the Pepsi porch. It's out of here! The Mets win the ball game! Kirk Neuenheisel walk-off 3-run homer in the bottom of the ninth.
We move in.
High fly ball to right. Bird going back at the wall. The Braves have won it.
Casey Tudorisi to lead things off for the Kings, 6-7-8. And the first pitch from Stasiewski's fouled back to the screen. Counts quickly 0-1. Tudorisi 0 for 1. Flew out to Boston left back in the second. And a breaking ball outside. 1 ball and 1 strike on Tudorisi, the designated hitter. Left-handed hitter. And the pitch, broken bat, pop-up right center field. Target's going out. Lopez and Nager coming in. It's going to fall in for the first base hit of the game for the Kings. A broken bat single for Casey Tudorisi. That brings up Gavin Maloney. Maloney struck out in the second. Stasiewski sets and deals. Swing and a miss. Maloney down in the count 0-1. That was the Kings' first hit of the game in this top of the 5th inning. Stasiewski sets at the belt and deals. Outside, count evens up a 1-1 on Maloney. Packers lead it 2-0, top of the 5th. Stasiewski sets at the belt and deals. Swung on, fouled away left side, out of play. Count goes 1-2. Only the third base runner for the Kings tonight. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Just missed upstairs. 2-2 the count now. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Maloney down on strikes for the second time tonight. 1 out here in the 5th for Magana.
State University left fielder Ray Falcon Magana.
Magana 0 for 1, struck out in the 3rd. Part of 3 straight strikeouts, stretching from the 2nd and 3rd inning for Stasiowski. Now one line down the right field line, that's going to get down for a base hit. Nager fields it in foul territory. Going to 3rd is Tutorucci. Throw will go to 2nd, and they got him at 2nd. Magana thrown out at 2nd base. 2 players storm out of the West Coast Kings dugout and are furious. Magana cut down at 2nd. Nice relay from Nager to Targich to McMillan, who applied the tag. So score that a single and out at 2nd. That brings up Robert Hipwell with a runner on 3rd and 2 out. And the first pitch, a slider in there for a called strike 0-1. Hipwell also struck out. That was in the 3rd. Stasiowski set at the belt, deals. Swung on a chopper up the middle, gets past Stasiowski. Targets, charges, fumbles, and reaching is Hipwell. Scoring is Tutorucci. It's going to be a tough play. Got over the head of Stasiowski up the middle. High chopper. Targich had one chance to get it and booted it. Was unable to make the play. So West Coast Kings get on the board. Score's now 2-1, and Jake Simon swings at the first pitch and grabs to the McMillan at shorter. Goes the short way to 2nd for the force to end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left. And at the end of 4.5 innings to play, 2-1 Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
That plate. Nice and easy.
His teammates are giving him plenty of room.
Look at that, just a little dainty touch.
Yeah, nicely done.
Oh boy.
You can see Jason was calling for the bat.
No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded. Tied at 3, bottom of the 10th. Ball game.
And there's a shot. Base hit! Yes! Yes! Cabbage scores and the Sox win it 5-4. Marcy!
That one's driven deep to right field. Cruz back, looking up. See ya! Yankees win 4-3. 4 solo home runs give the Yankees a win. As Ichiro walks it off. And the Yankees wait for him at home plate.
Throwing arm, so does B.J. Upton in center.
Into left field, base hit. David Lowe is around 3rd. Well, they call it a walk-off, but it is a run on the field. And body slam Alex Gordon win for the Royals.
All the way out to right field. Hayward had to run around the scrum. Beautiful hit.
Behind Zanino, looking for a fly ball, base hit, 3-2 pitch.
Yeah,
Base hit over the middle. Ball game. Mike Zanino with a game winner. And the Mariners take it 5-4. Coming from behind to beat the Chicago Cubs.
Took a couple of the veterans to get him back in the game. Big base hits by Morales and Ibanez.
Ian McMillan will lead things off for the Prune Packers. Bottom of the 5th, they lead it 2-1 now. As the Kings got across to run on the top half of this inning. McMillan 0 for 1, grounds it out in the second. And pitcher Jack Ritzma for the West Coast Kings out of San Francisco State University. And first pitch swinging is hit up the middle. Bobbled by the shortstop O'Sullivan, and it trickles into center field, so McMillan will reach on the E6 to start the bottom of the fifth inning. So that brings up Jesse Lopez, 1 for 2, tripled and scored in the third. So Ritzma sets the first pitch outside. 1-0 the count. And the 1-0. Swung on, looped in the left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. McMillan going to round second, and he will hold. The throw goes back to second. McMillan dives back in safely. So a single for Lopez, his second hit on the night, and that'll bring up Braden Runyon. Runyon 0 for 2, struck out in the first, grounded out in the third. First and second, nobody out in the fifth. And Runyon takes a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Two to 1 Packers, bottom of the fifth, but Packers are threatening. 2 on, nobody out. Ritzmandios, Runyon squares the button and gets it down, and it's a good one. Sud getting out behind home plate to field and throw to first, not in time. Runyon beats it out. Now the bases are loaded with nobody out in the fifth. And that'll bring the West Coast Kings manager out of the dugout.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have young athletes coming from Oklahoma, Texas, Washington, Arizona, Kentucky, Nevada.
So Runyon bunting for a sacrifice. Actually was able to beat it out. And we'll have the bases loaded for Austin Boast.
All of our host families, they are proudly noted in our program. Thank you, host families, 21.
Entire infield converging at the mound, and now the meeting will be broken up, and Boast will get ready to step in.
Now batting from Texas A&M University, left fielder number 5, Austin Bost.
Boast 0 for 2, struck out in the first, grounded out in the third. Bases loaded, nobody out. The 0-1 in the dirt. Ball 1. Bases are loaded. Now the pitch. Swung on, fouled, back to the screen, counts 1-1. Ritzma will get a new ball. So Boast stands in, ahead so counts even at 1-1. Bases are loaded, nobody out. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the big breaking ball from Ritzman. Counts now 1-2. Richmond looking for the strikeout. And that one's lined into center field for a base hit. McMillan in the score. Here comes Lopez. The throw to the plate. Not in time. Lopez dives it safely. Runyon going to third. They will tag him out. Going back to first is Bose. So it's a 2-run single for Bose. Runyon out at third. And it's now 4-1 Packers.
Now batting from Texas A&M University, second base number 16, Ryan Targich.
So now Ryan Targich stands in. Switch hitter batting left. Packers have extended their lead to 4-1. One out here in the fifth. First pitch outside, ball one. The Targich who's 0 for 2. A ground out and a fly out on his ledger so far. One-0 pitch on the way. Swung on, hit in the air, left side, foul territory. Keegren giving chase in foul territory. Now loses it and can't make the play. It'll drop foul. And the count will even at 1-1. One ball, one strike on Targich. And the 1-1. Hit on the ground, a second, this could be 2. Gold goes second for 1, and a throw is wide of second base and dropped by O'Sullivan. Everybody's safe.
Now batting from the University of California, Berkeley, DH number 10.
Runners are at first and second, one out still. Then I'll bring up Cole Elvis. He's 0 for 2, a pair of groundouts so far tonight. Elvis, right-handed hitter, steps in. First pitch. Takes up high for ball one. Ground out to short in the fourth. Ground out to second in the second. Richmond sets. And deals. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch from Richmond. The count evens up at 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out, 2 on, 4-1 Packers, bottom of the fifth. The pitch on the way. On the inside corner, called strike 2. Kings pitchers have done a great job pounding that part of the plate over the last 2 nights. One ball, 2 strike pitch outside. Kind of evens up a 2-2 on Elvis. Two and two the count. Two balls, 2 strikes to Cole Elvis. And the pitch on the way. Swinging a foul tip into the glove of Suggen behind the plate. Strike 3. Elvis down on strikes. Then I bring up toward Montgomery. So Montgomery stands in. Runners on first and second, 2 out. And Montgomery swings and chops it up the middle. Gold charging, fields it on a couple hops, throws to first in time to end the inning. 2 runs on 3 hits and 2 left. And at the end of 5 innings of play, 4-1 Prune Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packers Radio Network.
Mike Zunino, good at bat, patient at bat, ends up getting a base hit back up the middle to win it.
Ready to go on contact.
Base hit up the middle. Rutledge rounds third. He's gonna score, and the Rockies win it a walk-off. The kid third baseman comes through again. Oh, does he love the opportunity to be a big-time player.
How nice to steal the base by Rutledge, and then the youngster who had gone 0 for 3.
Fastball hit into right field, base hit. Here comes Hanley. Here comes Delman Young's throw. He's in there. And the Dodgers win it 4-3.
To Escobar, center field, Jackson, back track, gets over his head, and the Rays win the ball game.
Victorino chops it at first base. Tough hop and throw into right field. Here comes Diaz around. The throw from right will be very late, and the Red Sox will win it. A 5-4 walk-off win for the Red Sox.
Lead off the inning, and he fell behind Ozuna. The 1-0. To left and deep. This game is over. Ball game. Walk off.
Top of the 6th inning, new pitcher Edward Sardi for the Prune Packers. And he deals a first pitch ball outside. So Thomas Gold. 1-0 pitch in the dirt, 2-0 the count. Sardi, in 5 appearances, 4 1/3 innings, an 8.30 ERA. And that pitch is hitting in the air, right center field. Nager over a couple steps, makes the catch for out number 1. I'm bringing up Brendan O'Sullivan, the shortstop. Sardi sets. Deals the first pitch outside, ball 1 to O'Sullivan. Sullivan 0 for 2, a pop out and a fly out. And that one swung on into the air, right center field again. Lopez and Nager chasing. It's Nager once again, a couple steps to his right, making the catch for out number 2.
San Francisco third baseman number 39, Patrick Tigran.
So I'll bring up Patrick Keegren, the third baseman. 0 for 2, a fly out and a ground out on his ledger so far. Sardi set of the belt and deals the first pitch. Fastball right there, called strike 1, 0-1 on Keegren. And the 0-1. Swung on foul, back to the screen. Counts now 0-2 on Keegram. Starting his last appearance on Thursday, got the final out of the ball game. Striking out his only batter, earning the save in the 7-4 victory. And the 0-2 pitch just misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count now. His one really bad outing was back on the 17th against the Potters. Didn't record an out, faced 5 batters. That night he was picked up by L.J. McDonough as the Packers were able to hold on for a 5-3 victory in that ball game. Hunted up the middle. Targets backhands it, throw to first, not in time. The ball was hit just to the right of second base. Targets had a long way to go and was throwing off balance. So that's an infield single for Keegram. Now bring up Matt Sudgin, who's 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out. Now on 10 on the ground, a short. McMillan fields, goes to second for 1 to end the inning. A 6-4 force ends the top of the 6th inning. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. And at the end of 5.5 innings of play, 4-1 Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Mathis!
Martin, the ground ball toward the middle. It's through. Sanchez coming around third. Here comes the throw. Sanchez slides. Pirates win. The Pirates win it in 14. A walk-off winner for Russell Martin. His 6th career walk-off hit. And the Pirates have won their 51st game. That's 9 in a row for your Buccos.
Bregman would like to get him to scamper home. 2 on, 2 out, 10th inning. That's in the air to left. Here comes Fisher. Throw by Ethier. Astros win it in time. And Turner in the air to center field. That ball's hit well. Martinez on the run. This is way back, and it is gone! It is a walk-off home run for Justin Turner!
The Dodgers are up 2 games to none, and they are going crazy.
Altuve not going 3-2, and Correa hits this one out in the right center field, and that one's going to get down for a base hit. Altuve is on his way to third base, and Altuve around third and coming home. Here's a throw to the plate by Gregorius. It's dropped by Sanchez. Altuve scores, and the Astros win it 2-1. Carlos Correa, the hero.
Swung on, banged to third, down the line it goes, fair ball, base hit into the corner, here comes Jackson, the Indians win it, and on the 10th pitch of the at-bat, he banged a single down the third baseline, and the Indians, in one of the most improbable comebacks in Indians play.
Kimmel Schuessler lead things off for the Prune Packers. Bottom of the 6th inning, 4-1 the Packers lead. And Schuessler takes the first pitch ball upstairs, 1-0. 7-8-9 for the Packers. Schuessler swings, hits it in the air right field. Coming in is Maloney, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. Schuessler's 3 for 3, 3 singles. And that'll bring up Seth Nager. Nager 0 for 1, struck out in the fourth, walked in the second. First pitch outside, ball 1 to Seth Nager. One 0 pitch outside, 2-0 the count on Seth Nager. Bottom of the first from McBean Stadium, 1-0 Mudcats over the Lincoln Potters. A game got underway about 20 minutes ago. Potters coming to town tomorrow afternoon as Nager swings and drills one to right field. That ball is way out of here. Seth Nager. A 2-run blast, his third of the season, and it's now 6-1 Packers. So Nager homers, that brings up Ian McMillan. And now time is called at the plate. Home plate umpire signaling to first base coach Max Shoup. Not sure what's going on, but I guess whatever the problem was has now been resolved. So the umpire's ready, McMillan is ready, and the first pitch is in there for a called strike. 0-1 on McMillan, who's 0 for 2. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss. Count quickly goes to 0-2 on McMillan. Reached on an error in the fifth, came around to score. Grounded out to third baseman Keegram in the second. Pitch in the dirt, blocked nicely by Suggen behind the plate. Count goes to 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch on the way outside. Maybe a little bit low as well. 2-2 the count. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. McMillan down on strikes. He's now 0 for 3. Then I bring out Jesse Lopez.
Jesse Lopez.
Lopez 2 for 3. Struck out in the first, but since then, in the third, tripled and scored, and in the fifth, singled and scored. One out, and that one's straight in the air, left center field. Naganya going back. That ball is off the wall. Lopez on his way to second. He will hold there with a one-out double. I'll bring up Braden Runyon. Runyon reached on a bunt single in the fifth, grounded out and struck out. First pitch to Runyon, big swing and a miss, 0-1 the count. Runyon swings and hits it in the air, right field down the line. The first baseman Hipwell settles under it to make the catch, battling the sun a little bit for out number 2. And I'll bring up Austin Boast. Boast had a 2-run single in the 5th. That extended the lead to 4-1 at the time. It's also grounded out and struck out. And Ritzma makes a move towards Lopez at second, chasing him back to the bag. And the first pitch swung on, fouled away right side out of play. Count 0-1 on Boast. On 1 the count. Inside. Lopez will hold at second as the ball got away from Sudkin behind the plate. Count moves to 1-1 on Boast. Lopez on second, 2 outs, 6-1 Packers. Lopez goes, swung on, fouled away, so Lopez will have to go back to second, and count moves to 1-2 on Austin Boast. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and Ritzmo will make a move towards second. Lopez is chased back. Nice crowd tonight here at Rec Park on a Saturday night. And Bose fouls it away again, right side out of play. Count stays at 1-2. And the 1-2 in the dirt, blocked by Sudgren. Lopez started to go to third, but then chose wisely to hold up. It's like a ball bounced to the right of Sudgren behind the plate. So 2-2 the count on Boast. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 out. Runner on second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Boast down on strikes to end the inning. But for the Packers, 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 left. And at the end of 6 innings of play, 6-1 Packers here on the Hillsborough Prune Packer Radio Network.
5 Eastern, 2 Pacific. A drive to right. And the Giants will win tonight. Here's Crawford with the winning run, and San Francisco survives to see another day.
Another payoff. And Martin on the ground. Andrews makes a play, goes to second, out there, throw to first. Oh, and what a play. But here comes the runner, Donaldson. He's saved. He's saved. The ball game is over. The Blue Jays are moving on to the ALCS.
even though they've turned a lot of double plays.
Oh, there's a drive to deep left field, and the ball game is over.
Casey Tutorisi to lead things off for the Kings. Top of the 7th inning. 6-1 Packers. Edward Stardy back out on the mound for the Packers. Tutorisi 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the 5th. Flew out in the 2nd. And the first pitch just missed. I guess maybe a little bit low. 1-0. And the 1-0 upstairs, 2-0 the count. It gets by Schuessler behind the plate. A big swing and a miss by Tutorucci. 2-1 the count. Two balls, one strike, the pitch. Fastball right there, called strike 2. Now Tutoricci steps out and will dig back in, left-handed hitter. The DH tonight for the Kings. And the pitch, swung on. Popped up, left side Runyon in foul territory, settles under it to make the catch for the first out. I'll bring up Gavin Maloney, the right fielder. 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts for him on the night. And the first pitch to Maloney is a fastball on the outside corner. Strike 1 called. I don't think Maloney thought so, or the Kings manager down the third baseline. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count now on Maloney. He's a strike away from striking out for the 3rd time tonight.
Really
6-1 Packers, top of the 7th. And the 0-2 pitch from Sardi. Swung on, chopped right side. Montgomery fields it, bobbles it, throws to Sardi covering. Not in time. His foot wasn't on the bag. So Maloney will reach. And that'll bring up Falcon Magana. Actually, correction, we have a pinch hitter. Jeffrey Hurd, the pinch hitter. First pitch up and in for ball 1. On Hurd. Hurd from Sacramento State University. He swings and fouls it back to the screen. Count evens up a 1-1 on Hurd. Hurd pinch hitting for Magana, who was the left fielder, so he'll likely stay in the game.
Oh, he will. Yes, I don't know if he'll be one. Yeah. It's just like having
One ball, one strike, one out, one on. Swing and a miss. Back pick by Schuster to first. Not in time. Throws a little bit high. And diving back was Maloney. So Hurd digs in, left-handed hitter. And the 1-2 pitch swung on, hit very high down the right field line, but fouled it out of play. So count will stay at 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch on the way, swung out here in the air, right field, hit pretty well. Naker going back, has a beat on it, makes the catch for out number 2.
From Santa Clara University.
I'm going to bring up
number 30, Robert Hipwell.
Robert Hipwell. And now we have another pinch hitter, Johnny Tarantino.
Now batting number 7 from Santa Clara University, Johnny Tarantino.
So Tarantino, left-handed hitter. And the first pitch is fastball low, ball 1. And a big swing and a miss by Tarantino. And the count evens up at 1-1. And the pitch outside. 2 balls and 1 strike on Tarantino.
Liz Barodi. What?
And the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Count evens up at 2-2 on Tarantino. Snarty, 6'4", 190-pound right-hander out of Kentfield, California. Played his prep ball at Marin Academy, now at University of Pennsylvania. And the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Tarantino down on strikes. Snarty does the job. And it's time to stretch from Rec Park. 7-1 Prune Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Into right, Granderson back. Escobar tags. Here comes Escobar. The Royals win game 1. Hosmer drives home. The winner in the 14th. Travis Ishikawa hits one into right. The Giants win the pennant.
Looking for a 2-out hit. Pass forward into left field. The Kansas City Royals are walking off into the ALDS.
Ryan Targich will lead things off for the Prune Packers. Bottom of the 7th inning, 6-1 Packers. Targich, Elvis, and Montgomery, 4, 5, and 6 for Healdsburg. First pitch foul back to the screen. Count Targich, the new pitcher for the West Coast Kings, Caleb Davis out of Delta College. And the 0-1 pitch outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Target switch hitter batting left. 0 for 3 tonight. And a big swing and a miss. Count goes to 1 and 2 on Ryan Targich. Sun starting to set here at Rec Park. Hasn't quite peeked into the press box yet, but it will shortly. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Davis. Inside. Count evens up at 2 and 2 on Targich. First pitch at noon tomorrow afternoon. Lincoln Potters are in town. Packers are undefeated against the Potters so far this season. 2-2 pitch. Upstairs, 3 and 2. Count runs full. Davis winds and deals 3-2. Low, ball 4. Targich walks.
Next from UC Berkeley, DH number 10, Cole Elvis.
I'm going to bring up Cole Elvis, the DH. And the first pitch to Elvis, swung on, popped up, right side, Tarantino giving chase, but it'll drift out of play.
Just a reminder, last call for merchandise and concessions. Last call.
And the 0-1 outside. Count evens up a 1-1 on Elvis. And the 1-1. Up and in, gets by the catcher Suggen. Going to second is Targich. Count goes to 2-1 on Elvis. Pitch was up and in and just popped out of the glove of Suggen behind the plate. And that allowed Targich to move up 90 feet. And the 2-1 from Davis. Swung on, hit on the ground is short. O'Sullivan fields. Throws to first in time for the first out.
Next to University of Missouri, first baseman number 26, Torren Montgomery.
That brings up Torren Montgomery, the first baseman. Montgomery 0 for 2. Struck out, grounded out, and walked and scored. That was in the second. Upstairs for ball 1 on Montgomery. Targich on second. He walked to start the inning and went to second on the passed ball. And the 1-0 right there for a called strike. 1-0 the count. One ball, one strike, one out, one on. Bottom of the 7th. Pitch on the way. Way high. 2-1 the count. Montgomery is drafted in the 35th round of the 2019 MLB draft by the Marlins. He takes inside. Count goes to 3-1. Started his college career at Boise State. In that shortened 2020 collegiate campaign, led the team in home runs, was tied for 4th in the conference in that category as well, as he swings and fouls it away right side. Count goes full 3-2. 5th in slugging percentage, and he was first team All-Mountain West in 2020. And then after that season, transferred to Missouri. And the pitch upstairs, ball 4, so Montgomery walked. He's on base for the 2nd time tonight. And that'll bring up Kimball Schuessler. So Schuessler stands in. He's 3 for 3, 3 singles. And he takes upstairs for ball 1. Davis having a hard time finding the zone here. He's walked 2 batters already. 6 runs on 10 hits for the Packers, 1 run on 5 hits for the Kings. And Schuessler calls time. Schuessler bloops one into left field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Targets will get to third. He'll hold there. Hurd, the left fielder, gets it in. Schuessler has his 4th hit of the night. Now the bases are loaded for Seth Nager, who homered in his last at-bat.
In this day of baseball history, where the depths of the depression, 1938.
Now we'll have a meeting at the mound with the Kings manager.
Goes the distance and wins his 200th
Not sure if he's signaled for a change yet.
He goes on to compile 253 wins.
He has the baseball.
9.8 ERA. Carl Hubble of the Giants Hall of Famer. 200th victory this day.
Home plate umpire giving him a lot of time. And now he's going to leave them out without making a change. Gives the ball back to Davis on the mound. First pitch to Nager is upstairs for ball 1. Bases loaded, 1 out. Nager 1 for 2. I mentioned that home run back in the 6th, struck out in the 4th, and walked in the 2nd. And he takes a strike on the outside corner. The count evens up at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, bases loaded, and that pitch up high. 2-1 the count. And the 2-1 pitch on the way, swung on, hit in the air, right field. It'll be in the park. Maloney there makes the catch. Tagging is Target. He will score easily. Sacrifice fly. for Seth Nager, and it's now 7-1 Packers.
Houston shortstop, number 12, Ian McMillan.
And then I'll bring up Ian McMillan. And the pitch to McMillan is on the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1. McMillan 0 for 3. Struck out in his last at bat. McMillan swings and pops this one up. Foul territory. Kingren giving chase and slides and almost comes up with it. The ball falls in foul territory in front of the Packer dugout and gets a nice hand from the crowd for his great effort. So, 0-2 on McMillan. Bottom of the 7th, 7-1 Packers. Swung on, hit it in the air, right side foul territory. Tarantino giving a chase, but it'll drift out of play. Montgomery at second. Schutzler on first. And McMillan at the plate, down in the count, 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, popped up. Right side, Tarantino, the first baseman, calls for it and makes the catch to end the inning. For the Packers, 1 run, 1 hit, and 2 left. And at the end of 7 innings of play, 7-1 Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Tie game in the 9th. Jay grounds one. Pedroia makes the play. Throw home. 2 out. Over the third. It gets away. Alan Craig is going to come to the plate. Here's the throw. He is. The umpire making the call. They're going to say he's safe. There was interference at third base. Interference with Middlebrooks at third. And the home plate umpire pointed to the plate. And you can see Jim Joyce saying obstruction as Craig was tripped coming down the line. And the Cardinals have won this game 5-4.
Well, Jim Joyce, did he make the play? Did he make the call right away? It appears that he did, signaling the home plate umpire, Dana DeMuth. A remarkable play by Pedroia, who's dove to his right on the short hop, gets the first man. Watch Craig in the background. Going to third, so the first man is out. The throw is wide, and now Middlebrooks can't get out of the way. Obstruction is called. Craig, who can't run, normally would have been out at home. Saltalamacchia making a great play. There's 1 out. That's the second wide throw at third. There's the obstruction. Middlebrooks. Unbelievable.
This game ends with an obstruction call. This game ends 5-4 because of that right there. Behind on the count, 3-1. That's a base hit. Red Sox win it. This series tied at a game apiece.
New pitcher for the Prune Packers is Owen Hamilton. Hamilton is 6'1", 210-pound right-hander out of University of Baltimore at Maryland. UMBC out of San Anselmo, California. Drake High School. Also spent some time at College of Marin. Hamilton's first pitch is inside. And a big swing and a miss. Count is 1-1 on Justin Clark. Hamilton making his second appearance of the season in 1 inning, has a 9 ERA. A lot of run in his last appearance against the Seals a week ago today, and Clark is hit in the leg. So he will reach. And that'll bring up Jordan Bolt.
Now batting from Southwestern University, number 63, Jordan Bolt.
So Clark hit by a pitch, he'll reach. That brings up Bolt out of Southwestern University. And Hamilton deals, swung on and hit on the ground at third. Runyon, backhand, can't handle it, and everyone's going to be safe. Ball wasn't hit all that hard, but Runyon was playing about even with the bag. Got a glove on it and then skipped away from him in foul territory. So I score that a hit for Jordan Bolt, and that'll bring up Brendan O'Sullivan. And a swing and a miss by O'Sullivan. Count is 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch inside. 1 ball and 1 strike on O'Sullivan. Sullivan 0 for 3. Popped out to Targich at second in the first. Flew out to Lopez in center in the fourth. And flew out to Nager in right in the sixth. And the 1-1 pitch. Slider right there. Called strike 2. Beautiful pitch from Hamilton. Seven to 1 Packers, top of the 8th. As the pitch chopped foul into the Packer dugout. Count stays on 1-2. The Potters scored 9 runs in the bottom of the first inning. They lead the Mudcats 9-1 at the top of the second. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. O'Sullivan down on strikes. He's now 0 for 4. 1 out in the 8th for Patrick Kingram.
Number 39, Patrick Kingram.
So that game started at 7:05, and we're now just past 8 p.m. local time, and it's only in the second. First pitch to Kingram misses outside, ball 1. Hamilton set of the belt, checks Clark at second, and the pitch inside. Count goes to 2-0 on Kingram. Hamilton sets and deals to 2-0. Swinging a foul tip into the glove of Schussler behind the plate. Count goes to 2-1 on Patrick Kingram. Kingram 1 for 3, singled in the 6th. Grounded out to McMillan at short in the 4th and flew out to Nager in right back in the 1st. 2-1 pitch on the inside corner, called strike 2. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled away right side out of play. Count will stay even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Another 2-2 pitch on the way. Swinging another foul back to the screen. Count will stay there. Hamilton sets, deals another 2-2. Swung on and hit in the air down the right field line. Montgomery and Nager giving chase. And Nager dives in foul territory to make the catch. Tagging and going to third is Clark. Seth Nager. What a long way to go get that. And made the diving play in foul territory for out number 2.
Batting from Solano College, number 9, Dylan Nazareti.
So Dylan Nazareti will step in. Runners at the corners with 2 out. Nazareti hitting for Sudgren. And he swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Sudgren finished 0 for 3, a pair of groundouts and a flyout. Pitch is inside ball 1. Bolt at first took off before Hamilton even started his motion. So Bolt still second easily. There was no throwdown by Schuessler. And the count's even at 1-1. And a swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2 on Nazareti. Nazareti out of Solano College. Hamilton has what he likes. A 1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit up the middle. Targich going to his right. Fields it on a couple hops, though. So first in time to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. And at the end of 7.5 innings of play, 7-1 Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
The 3-1 is lined to right. That's a fair ball in the corner. And the St. Louis Cardinals are going to win Game 1.
Is a strike-throwing machine. In the air, right center field. Let's get a chance.
Vogt lines it into left field, a base hit. Cespedes will score, and the Oakland A's walk off with Game 2 of the ALDS. 3-2, and a drive hit deep to left field. Looking up, way back, it's gone!
Scoring position. That was 3rd in the American League.
Chris will send it into right field, a base hit. Seth Smith's coming around, and the Oakland A's will live another day. Game 5 is tomorrow.
Bottom of the 8th inning, 7-1 Packers. Jesse Lopez will lead us off. Lopez has 3 legs of the cycle. Tripled and scored in the 3rd, singled and scored in the 5th, and doubled in the 6th. So facing Caleb Davis, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. So Lopez need to send one out of the yard to complete the cycle. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. Outside, gets by the catcher. Nosariti to the backstop. 1-1 the count. One pitch. Inside. No, actually, it's a called strike. Yeah, it goes 1-2 on Lopez. Don't think he thought so. He'll take a little bit of a walk. Gather himself and head back into the box. And the 1-2 pitch on the way inside. That got Lopez in the shoulder. That front shoulder for Lopez. He's hit by a pitch. And then I'm bringing up Braden Runyon. Runyon 1 for 4. Reached on a bunt single in the 5th, and he takes the pitch down low, ball 1. Reached on that bunt single in the 5th, popped out in the 6th, grounded out in the 3rd. Struck out looking in the 1st. Running right-handed hitter. 1-0 is hit in the air down the left field line, but it will drift foul. Count goes to 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Lopez goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second base. Not in time. And now the home plate umpire is stepping out in front of the plate. He's going to call the runner out at second. They're going to call interference on Braden Runyon. Or no, maybe they'll just send him back to first. He had originally signaled out. Oh, they're calling Runyon out. And Lopez is going to have to go back to first for the first out of the inning. Now Joey Gomez is going to want a word. The count was 1-1, so it wasn't a strikeout. The count would have been 1-2. They're calling interference. Runyon swung and missed, and had stepped out in front of the plate on the follow-through. And so they're going to send Lopez back to first, and they call Runyon out on the interference.
Hey, Packer fans, don't forget tomorrow.
So Gomes having a discussion
Right here at noon.
with the home plate umpire. Not heated, just a conversation.
Lincoln Potters, the California Collegiate League team. Right here at noon at Recreation Park. The Potters come to town.
Now words are exchanged as Gomes begins to walk away. Still having a discussion. Now finally, Gomes will walk back to the third base coaching box. Lopez on first, 1 out for Austin Boast. Boast 1 for 4, singled home 2 runs in the 5th.
Number 5 at the plate.
Struck out twice, grounded out. Boast right-handed hitter. Pitch. Takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Boast down, count 0-2 now. Seven to 1 Packers, bottom of the 8th, 1 out. Austin Boast at the plate. Davis sets at the belt and deals the 0-2. Swung on, hit in the air, left center field. Hurd a couple steps over to his left to make the catch for out number 2.
Next from Texas A&M University, number 16.
And I'll bring up Ryan Targich. Targich 0 for 3. Walked and scored in his last at bat. That was in the 7th. Target switch hitter batting left. Runner goes again. Pitch up high. Throw to second base. Goes into center field. A nice backup by the second baseman, Gold, to keep it from going any further. So Lopez eventually steals second base. Target ahead in the count 1-0. Lopez on second. And the 1-0 pitch. Up and away. 2-0 on target. Snagged at the last second by Nosariti behind the plate. Lincoln Potters coming to town tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, I should say. Noon start here at Rec Park, and then Packers are off Monday, and welcome in the Walnut Creek Crawdads on Tuesday night as Targets takes inside 3-0. That'll be the first of a 4-game set with the Crawdads. Tuesday and Thursday here at Rec Park. Wednesday and Friday at St. Mary's College in Moraga. And the 3-0. Upstairs, ball 4. Targets walks on 4 pitches. Second straight at bat, he's walked. And then I bring up Cole Elvis. Now we'll have a meeting at the mound. Looks like we'll have a new pitcher. And it looks like we will. Josh Petrillo from Solano College will be the new pitcher. Try and get the final out of this bottom of the 8th inning. The Packers lead it 7-1 here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Since being in the bullpen.
Did he do it again? He did!
Swinging a high, deep drive, and that's going to win it for the Detroit Tigers. Infante comes in to score, and the Tigers are going to Oakland up 2-0.
Freeze hits it in the air to center. We will see you tomorrow night. In the air to left, down the line. This ball ends it.
Cole Elvis will step in. Runners on first and second with 2 out in this bottom of the 8th inning. 7-1. The Packers lead it. Elvis 0 for 4 on the night. And he takes a strike on the outside corner. Count 0-1. No balls and a strike. And a slider drifts outside. 1 ball, 1 strike on Elvis. Elvis grounded out to the shortstop O'Sullivan in the 7th. Struck out in the 5th, grounded out to O'Sullivan again in the 4th, and grounded out to second in the 2nd. And a big swing and a miss on the slider. Count goes to 1-2 on Elvis. Elvis at 309 on the season, 3 home runs, 15 RBIs. And the 1-2 pitch, both runners go, and Elvis drills one to left field. Hurd going back on the track at the wall. He leaps and makes the catch at the wall to end the inning. A little bit difficult to see with the sun still setting here at Rec Park, but Hurd leaping at the wall to make the catch to end the inning. Nice play by Hurd in left field. So no runs on no hits, and 2 are left. And at the end of 8 innings of play, 7-1 Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
So they're not trying to just go in and out, up and down on Nigel Morgan here. They're trying to get him out at the risk of him getting a hit.
2-2. Morgan, base it up the middle. Gomez is going to be waved around. The throw to the plate. Not in time for the Brewers. Advance to the National League Championship Series.
Nothing but fastballs. And a fly ball into left. Huff will tag and carry home the winning run in Game 4. Giants win it 6-5.
Top of the 9th inning, Owen Hamilton back out on the mound, and he deals the first pitch ball. To Casey Tutorici. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Tutorici 1 for 3, signaled that scored in the 5th, popped out in the 7th, flew out in the 2nd. Packers looking to get back in the win column. 3 outs away from doing so as Tutorici swings and fouls it away. Left side, out of play. Count goes 1-2. Hamilton set to the belt and deals the 1-2. Swung on, hit in the air in left field. Boast going back, couple steps, makes the catch for out number 1. One out for Gavin Maloney. Maloney 1 for 3, singled in the 7th, and had a pair of strikeouts in the 2nd and 6th, respectively. And he takes the first pitch strike, slider, right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. 0-1 pitch on the way. Another slider. Misses outside this time. Didn't break as much as that first one did. Count evens up at 1-1. Potterton Town, 12 p.m. first pitch. Tomorrow right here at Rec Park, or you can listen right here on Mixler.com/PrunePackers as the 1-1 pitch misses outside. 2-1. You can also watch on our YouTube page, our live stream at Packers Baseball Network. Sam Scott doing a lot of great work with our video stream. 2-1 pitch outside, 3-1 on Maloney. Maloney hoping to reach base for the second time tonight. And he does so as he takes ball 4 outside. Second straight time as well that Maloney has reached.
Now batting from Sacramento State University, 00, Jeffrey Hurd.
And then I'll bring up Jeffrey Hurd. Hurd got an at-bat in the 8th and was hit by a pitch. First pitch on the way. Slider in there for a called strike 0-1 on Hurd. Oh, 1 pitch misses outside. Count evens up at 1-1. Mudcats got a run back in the 3rd. They still trail 9-2 to the Lincoln Potters at McBean Stadium as Slider misses just a bit low. 2-1 on Hurd. Again, Potters come to town tomorrow. Noon first pitch. Swung on, fouled away, left side. Runyon in foul territory just beyond the third base bag makes the play for out number 2. Two down from Johnny Tarantino. Montgomery will no longer hold Maloney at first. He'll play behind him with 2 outs here in the 9th. And the first pitch misses outside, ball 1 on Tarantino. One 0 pitch is outside again, so 2 balls and no strikes on Tarantino. He struck out in his first at bat in the 7th. And a big swing and a miss this time from Tarantino. Count goes to 2-1. Packers with 1 more out will get their 14th win of the season. They'll move to 14-2. 2-1 foul back to the screen, so the Kings are down to their final strike. A strike to claim it. And he got it. Tarantino down on strikes. The ball game is over. And the Healdsburg Prune Packers get back in the win column with a 7-1 victory over the West Coast Kings. Got a home run from Seth Nager in the 6th inning. Got RBIs from Austin Bose, a 2-run single in the 5th, and they avenged that 7-4 extra innings loss last night with a 7-1 victory here tonight over the West Coast Kings to split their 2-game set here at Rec Park this weekend. We'll be back right here tomorrow afternoon, 12 p.m. First pitch. The Lincoln Potters are in town. We'll have a right for you here on Mixler.com/Prune Packers, or coming out to the ballpark. We'll be happy to see you. 12 p.m. first pitch. That's the Lincoln Potters. We'll be back in CCL play. Once again, the final score, 7-1 from Rec Park. For all of us here at the Healdsburg Prune Packers, I am Michael Bearball saying so long from Healdsburg.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to once again thank all of our sponsors. I do not have a program on me today, so I can't list them off by name. But still, thank you to all of our sponsors all the same. In case you missed it, I do believe the final score was 7-1. Healdsburg Prune Packers have won today's game, so that's 1-1 for 1 win for each team on this 2-game streak today. As always, thank you to the interns who keep this place running, to the host families that house our players when they are here from wherever in the country they may be. whether that be Alaska, Hawaii, North Dakota, South Carolina. The list goes on. I'm going to keep naming states. As always, questions, comments, or suggestions or concerns should go into the YouTube chat. In the next game, I am going to be ending stream just a second. This has been Samuel Scott for the Prune Packers Radio Network saying so long, and we'll see you tomorrow.